Hello, YouTube. We have a deck profile for the BT11 format, the regional region, that I believe is a very good deck going into regional format. It is none other than Beelstarmon, Beelmommy, the deck profile. Why do I think this deck is good? Well, because besides Crossheart, Melga, Grandis are old decks that are probably going to see a lot of play. In addition to that, Black War is going to see a lot less play, so a lot less X-Antibody protection running around. And it's okay against Crossheart too, because we were specifically texted out for the matchup. So I believe Beelstar is actually a good contender. I seriously believe this can top regionals. I'm even thinking about it, to be honest. I could play this on Saturday's Card Magic Regionals. I'm thinking about it. So I'm going to go on the deck profile, and you guys can tell me what you think. And as always, please do not forget to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on notification on Smash Potatoes. That way you know when all these amazing Digimon videos go live. Eggs are really simple. We are playing 4 Demi-Miramon, because on Unleash and Draw 1 discard is really, really good. Now, I'm actually going to do a quick disclaimer. There are some content creators and other Digimon players on the internet that will tell you that the Beelstar deck, with a whole lot of Star Deck 14 stuff and whatever, is the best way, the fun, fancy way to play the Beelstar deck now. And I'm here to tell you that that's actually a load of poo-poo. Beelstar, I tested both. I tested both decks, 10 matches each against the same decks, and good old-fashioned Beelstar is doing a lot better in testing than the fancy Beelstar deck. So no, this is not a Beelstar deck profile. Beelstar is fun. Beelstar is exciting. Beelstar might make you feel younger at the bar, might give you a chance to pick up those chicks. But, like, I believe Old Reliable is the safer bet for Beelstar if you want to get a regional invite. If you don't care, play Beelstar. Have fun. But if you actually seriously want to play Beelstar, I do believe that this is the version for you. So anyway, on the Leash Draw 1, discard 1, they're my eggs. We're going to move on to the rookies with 4 copies of Gabumon. On the Leash and Draw 2, discard 1. You need to be able to discard things. We're playing 4 copies of Psychmon. Decks like D-Reaper and Crossheart are very popular. D-Reaper gaining popularity, and Crossheart just being probably the best deck of the format. Psychmon helps you against both those matchups by a ridiculous margin. And those are your worst matchups, comparatively to Grandis and Melga. So 4 copies of Psychmon, I think, is mandatory, in my opinion. We have 3 copies of Gazimon. Memory Denial is important. Not as important for the Psychmon, but Gazimon to be able to deny memory boost, other random memory shenanigans is very, very important. We play 1 copy of Elecmon. This is just to kind of out random annoying rookies, like opposing Gazimon, Psychmon type of deal. You want to be able to just say no and turn those off and tell them to go away, come back another day. So we play 1 copy of Elecmon to help facilitate that. Other rookies we play are 1 copy of Sistermon Blanc for the on-play draw, discard 1, draw 2. Only need 1. 2, I don't like it too much, in my opinion. And we still play 1 copy of Lucemon. This was really, really popular in the BT11 format prior to Nationals and during Nationals. Just being able to like play it for really, really cheap and heal 1 is pretty cool. And we are essentially doing that still in this deck. You can cut this, maybe for another block if you want to. I don't think it's that big of a deal. Cut it for another Gazimon if you really want to. But Lucemon has, in testing, healed an option that has proceeded to give my opponent an annoying experience. So it has value. I like it. It's okay. That's it for rookies. 12 purple rookies and 14 and 2 miscellaneous ones. I think the lineup is perfectly fine. I do think you play Psychmon, though, in order to help your bad matchups. Then everything else kind of feels free sometimes, most of the time. Champions. 4 copies of Scatter Mode for the On Leash and Graceful Charity is broken. We played 2 copies of Promote. I'm still sold on 2, because one of the ways you OTK in this deck is by nail boning repeatedly. If you play 1 Promote, you keep hoping that your Promote dies to the check. If it doesn't die to the check, your OTK might be stopped. Having access to a second Promote will allow you to actually continue to facilitate an OTK play. So I do believe 2 is super necessary. And I am playing one copy of Vilemon for just to have the blocker off a Nailbone. You might need a blocker here and there sometimes. I got nothing else to say to that. We play no level 5s. We are playing 4 copies of Beelstarmon as our only Mega, level 6 Mega in this deck. Beelstar's cost reduces by 1 for every 7 cost option in your trash and every Beelstarmon in your trash. So you can effectively play this for free. Sometimes, when you play it, you add back an option, a level 7 cost option, and then you play a 7 cost option. The whole point of this is to either control your opponent's board or to OTK them with Nailbone promote shenanigans. And that is it for the 6s. We do play one copy of Death Xmon. Again, Crossheart's kind of an awkward matchup for you, and anything that can help you in that matchup is worth it, in my opinion. Death Xmon's just a nice little pseudo board wipe type of card, and it does help against other decks also that are not Crossheart. It does good work against Beelstar. They tend to, not Beelstar, Beelzamon, because they do tend to make big boards. So I think one copy of Death X is perfectly warranted. And that's going to do it for that. I'll do the Tamers real quick. The Tamers, I'm just playing 2 copies of Matt and Sora. Start a main phase. If you have 8 or more cards in hand, gain a memory. If your opponent does, gain a memory. And then when one of your blue or red Digimon comes unsuspended, do something. That'll literally never happen. It's just here to have a blue Tamer that also gives you memory game, because you very often have more than 8 cards, in your hand. And that is it for Tamers. Now, we are playing blue options, as this reveals. This Beelstar list plays more 7-cost options than I've played in this deck literally ever. It's kind of insane. You don't need to play this many 7-cost options, but let me tell you, the amount of time that I'm going into Beelstar for free in this deck, it really, really pays off. So we'll just cut to the chase. We're playing 4 of the new one, thanks to Star Deck 14, the Rivals Barrage. This card, on play, deletes the opponent's Digimon with the highest level. Great. Now, if you happen to mill it, it does place itself on the battle area. You can delay it a turn later, or more than a turn later, to add back a purple Digimon card to your hand. So it can recycle you Beelstars, or Death X, or Rookie, whatever you want. Psychmons. We do play a couple mill cards, so if it comes up, it's really cool, but it is really there for the controlling aspect of what it does. It's good against everything that's not D-Reaper. Speaking of things that are good against everything except D-Reaper, 4 copies of Fly Bullet. Fly Bullet is just delete level 6 or lower Digimon. So you have something that deletes the highest, and then something that just deletes basically anything else. I want to talk about real quick why the Crossheart matchup is so awkward. Because they want their boss monsters to die. They want to material save so they can continue their plays. And hitting a Fly Bullet or a Rivals Barrage is kind of annoying. Really, 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 really kind of sus. So, in order to help with that, we are playing some copies of Cock Breath. And when I say some copies, I mean 4. It can mount anything. I'm playing 4 of it because it's also very good against D-Reaper. If they have a Reaper swinging at you in security, just have this in security, no problem. They lose. Easy. Very easy. Or if there's a Gatekeeper getting you down, no problem. Cock Breath it away, proceed to OTK. Easy. That's how you beat D-Reaper. You play 4 copies of Kakaitis Breath. You really, really need it against that matchup. So we play 4 copies of it. We are playing 2 copies of Plasma Decadra Launcher. Bounces level 6 or higher to the opposing hand. That is every other deck in the format that is not D-Reaper, and to an extension, some versions of Crossheart. If you use this card to bounce back a Mervamon or something in the Crossheart matchup or the Mermabox matchup, it's very, 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 very good. And that's it for blue options. So to those of you that were hoping I'm playing Howling Crusher, not necessary. Don't need it. I've never once wished I had it. Howling Crusher is not good. I would rather have options that do something and remove something than not. And speaking of doing something, 2 copies of Nailbone. Your actual OTK facilitator. When you play it, play a 3 and a 4, and that is all. Hidden Security, bring back a 3 or a 4. You need this for the Beelstar OTK with the promotes. but it's also good at recovering things like multiple Psychmons, Gazimons. You know, by setting up a really big unbreakable board, your opponent might just lose the game. So Nail Bones at 2 of is really, really cool. Then we're playing Flex Spots. I'm playing two more 7-cost options. You can cut these, and I'm going to tell you what I'd cut them for. I'm playing still a copy of Happy Bullet and Gowalt. Gowalt has applications against the certain decks of the format, the rogue decks, that play 7 costs and lower creatures. You just board wipe them. Decks that go wide, like Bloomlord, assuming they go wide and not have all 6s on the field, is really, really good. Happy Bullet deletes all your opponent's with the lowest DP. Potentially can be a board wipe as well. Now, this is 18 7-cost options. It is really insane. Something I have been doing in testing that I'm back and forth on, feel free to try this, is instead of these 2 and 2 missed memory boosts, play 4 missed memory boosts. I'm perfectly fine with either of that. Your other options should be able to remove the majority of things. I will say that I've won games because of these options. Because they were these options. But the missed memory boosts are good facilitators for memory later on. And you just mill 2 cards and draw a card, replay it. If you do mill Rival's Barrage, you get value from it later. I think that's okay. And then 1 copy of Deathclaw, just to help kill random Psychmon, Gazimon type stuff. And 1 copy of Calling, because that one adding back resources is insane. That is it for the Beelmami deck profile for the BT11 regional format. With Mulligans and Greymon X at 1, this deck gets a whole hell of a lot better. And I do believe that this version of Beelstar can definitely top your regionals. The card is insane, the deck is insane, and it just makes for an unfavorable experience when your opponent swings into a security full of potential bombs that can literally end your life. Rival's Barrage adds so much to the deck, except D-Reaper. If you're playing D-Reaper, then joke's on you, I guess. But if you're playing against anything else, you're enjoying your life. That's it for the deck profile, though. Let me know what you think in the comment section below, guys, and we will see you later. Bye!